Hey, I'm here. I'm in the house. Hey, Izzo. Welcome in. Welcome in, come into the room. I'm live. Come into the room. I'm live. And if you're on Facebook, hello. Hello. I'm going to allow more people to come in as per usual, and we'll get started at that good old 15-minute mark. I know those are on the East Coast are in their Betty buys because it is 9 p.m. So I understand that. And those of you that are on the West Coast, you have an opportunity to join live, girl. If you're Central, it's a little late. Suman, hello. If you're Mountain, why are you Mountain? Just kidding. JK, I love Colorado. I love Colorado. So right now we're just gonna wait for more people to come into the room. Remember, I used to have a song about coming into the room. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Angela M64. I'm Central Houston. Yes, I'm Central too. Minnesota. Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine. Okay, currently in Jersey. All right. Iceland trip. Yes, I love that. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys, as you come into the room. See, do we have any like pre-announcements? Oh, if anybody's in Minnesota, I don't know how many people are in Minnesota. I have a show on Thursday. Your girl is, doing drag now. So I have a drag queen show on Thursday and it's a competition. And so I've just been in a lot of competitions trying to get my face and names out there. And I'm doing this competition again because I did not get to the second level and I deserve to get to the second level of any competition. Okay. I just want you guys to know that if I'm in a competition, your girl is coming out there and she's doing her best. She's doing her best. I danced with the audience. I got paid. They had to give me a bucket to catch my tips. But I did not have enough people in the audience who were my actual peoples in order to clap me into the second round. I don't have to win, girl. But if there's rounds, I got to get to the second round. Okay? I got to get to the final round. I don't have to win. But I need to be in the top 3. I'm in Minneapolis. I'm in Minneapolis. Yes, Minneapolis. Trying to tell me I didn't get to the next level. I got to the next level. I just didn't have enough friends there, but I got tipped. 9 people in the room. Come on, folks. Where y'all at? What y'all doing? Where's everybody at? I know it's late. What's it? It's Monday. It's Tuesday night. What y'all watching? Alien Earth? What's happening on Tuesday nights? What are people watching on Tuesday nights? Mac reviews. Hi. Oh, thanks. 10 people in the room. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, you guys. Let's get the folks in the room. Let's get the party started. Maybe I should do something on Instagram and let the people know that I'm here. Here, let me get the link because people will be acting like they don't know how to find Just Call Me One on YouTube. Like I'm not the only one. Copy the link and let's do a video on. Actually, I was going to do it on Facebook, but Facebook you want them a lot. Hey, okay, discard. Hey, everyone. I know that it's late. It's 8 p.m. in Central Standard Time, which means on the East Coast, it's 9 p.m. And on the West Coast, it's a good time. I need you guys to come into my live right now. We're 4 minutes in and I only have 12 people in the live. Okay. Okay, so go on ahead and hit the link and come over. Give the video a thumbs up. You can watch for 5 minutes. You'll be fine. What are you doing? You're scrolling anyway. So just come over and watch for a little bit. Say hi. And then you can go about your merry way. We're talking 90 Day Fiance the other way. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. Just come in, give the video a thumbs up. Show your girl some love. Okay. Okay, let's do like a little. Can I do like a little sticker or like a photo? Let's do a photo. Okay. Okay. Haha. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay. Boop on the Instagramma. Oh my God, it's taking hours to load. Instagram be taking long times. Long times. 15 people in the room. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Looks like we have 13 in the room and 13 likes. Oh, you guys are great. 14 and 15 likes. That's because somebody came in and gave a thumbs up and then bounced. And they're real for that. They're a real one for that. They are a real one for that. I mean, it's a great time of day for this since now I'm off work, but I'm used to watching you during my work day. I love that, Jasmine. Empress Chanel. Hey, girl. Yes, I'm back. I'm doing so much and I'm going to have guests on it. So I'm doing 90 Day Fiance the other way. I am going to be doing, I guess, Love After Lockup if it's coming back. And then I'm going to do Seeking Sister Wife. That starts like the 22nd. And then, oh, that's enough. I don't know what else I'm doing. Thank you, Jasmine. I'm ready, LOL. I love listening to you while cleaning or driving. Oh, good. I love listening to me while cleaning too. No, I just really love a good audiobook. I keep listening to the same audiobook over and over again. It's like my comfort. I already know what's going to happen. But then you listen to it again and you're like, oh, yeah, I remember that shit happened. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You know, because when you first listen to an audiobook, you get the overall story. Then you listen to it a second time and you hear things you didn't know happen. And then the third time you listen to it, and girl, I be listening to sagas, okay? Sagas. This thing, The Cauldron of Fury by Jim Butcher, is 5 books deep. And I'll listen to it each time like I never heard it before in my life. And that's what happened to me this time. I started reading it again and I was like, oh, it starts off like this? Yeah, like whatever. Would you ever consider start doing scripted shows? Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes those scripted shows is a different audience as far as like what they will consume. And well, you know what? I can do it. Yeah. The answer is yes. It's a lot of TV to watch and take notes with and, sit down and try to have a conversation about, but yes. What do you want me to watch, girl? That's what I'm saying. I got to figure out a space in which I can get you guys to give me the ideas. If you want to give me some ideas, just email me. You can email me at justcallmewa@gmail.com. You can email me at wahimalino at gmail.com. Just email me. Let me know if you want me to watch something. Then I have to do a little bit of research to see if people will like my opinion on it or if it's something that I enjoy. Now, here's the truth. If I enjoy it, it's going to be difficult for me to review it. Not that if I don't enjoy it, but I mean, it's like I can't do RuPaul's Drag Race. I love it too much to review it. There's too much going on and I love it so much and I just want to sit down and watch it. Like I actually did the last season of Game of Thrones. I had a good time with that. I had a good time with Game of Thrones. I could do Blood of My Blood. It's already Ben has started it. But yeah. Have you ever done Severance? Severance? Is that too corporate-y? I've never watched it. So I didn't near. I know that people like that, but I can do it, Marsha. Hi, Marsha. Welcome. It is really well done and interesting. Okay. Hi, peace and patience. You know what? Would it be something that I could do like an overarching season of? Because doesn't it already have a season out? You know what's crazy? I wanted to ask Was same today because I recently gotten into scripted shows. Yeah, I can do them. But I also want to do books too. Like I just want to review everything. It just really depends on if people will watch it. But it doesn't depend though, because I keep forgetting that I don't actually have to edit these things anymore. When I was editing the videos, even though they were the greatest, and I miss my edited content so much. I loved putting together the funny bits. I loved just sitting and talking to the camera and then being able to edit things out and make sure that my sentences are clear and concise. One of the hardest things about going live is that I get distracted or I stumble over words, and I like the opportunity to go back in and make the corrections. I miss it. Also, when you go live, I have to kind of filter through or watch it when I take it and try to make little clips of it to put on social media. It's a little bit difficult. But you know what? It is what it is. I like interacting with you guys too. I do. I would love to do like a book club. I tried to do a book club on DocuSweeties, but that's also difficult. It's all difficult. I'm going to tell you what I'm reading now for my current book club, which is I'll tell you what I'm reading. For the month of September, we're reading After Oz by Gordon McAlpine. After Oz by Gordon McAlpine. And I think that's going to be good. Here, let me put it in. After Oz by Gordon McAlpine. And it's basically a retelling of Dorothy's experience in Kansas after the tornado. I haven't read it yet, but that's what we're reading for September for our August, like spooky kind of book club. But yes, if you want to get on that, let me know. Which Hunt for Love couples are still together? Cole and Courtney? Mm. Girl, I don't know. That show's over. I'll be paying attention when shows are over. Oh, okay. Chris just ended her live. Wait, Chris went live at 5 PST. Oh, yeah. Okay, she went live at 5. Yeah. That's 6. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi. I mean, are you in, Chris? Are you in to sit here and do another like live talk about the same show? I'm doing well. None, right? I heard Courtney and Cole got married and then broke up, but it could be all fake news. Exactly. It could exactly be the same. But yeah, that's why I go a little 15-minute mark. So if people are just ending, they can slide on over, slide some oil to me. Let it trickle down. I was supposed to do it at 6 p.m. CST, which would have been 4 p.m. But the reason why is because your girl's out here hustling, and I'm gonna be fake tending at a festival, a taco and tequila festival. And not this weekend, but the following weekend, the weekend of the 21st in St. Paul. And I had to take a bartending, like, what are the laws when serving alcohol type of class. And it was supposed to be on Monday. Like I was told that it was going to be on Monday. And then on Monday, I got told, oh, just kidding, it's on Tuesday. So I had to shuffle some stuff around. So that's my bad. Are we almost there? Tacos and tequila, girl. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to eat. Girl, it's not even till the week of the 20th. And I'm like, food. Tasty. I can't wait to eat tacos next weekend. Not this weekend coming up, but the following weekend. Girl, I have 2 drag shows this week. I have a drag show on Thursday as a competition, and I have a show on Friday. I won to be on the show from the first competition I did. So here we go. We're gonna get started soon because by my recollection, we're about 14 minutes and 40 something seconds in. So let me queue up myself and we can get the 40 started in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated. Welcome to my recap of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 7, Episode 1, C'est la vie. C'est la vie. My name is Wahima, and if you are new here, which I know you're not, but if you're new here, I do recaps of relationship reality television show, such as 90 Day Fiance, Love After Lockup, Seeking Sister Wife, maybe Married at First Sight, sometimes when I feel like it, you know what I mean? Love is Blind, all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, please go on ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you are in this, please go on ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If at all during this you get the hee hee ha ha's and you want to tip your girl, there are several ways to tip me scrolling across the bottom of the screen, as well as you can do a super thanks or a super likes, however it is that YouTube allows you to do it. Do so. If you want to catch my attention, you can do that super like, and it puts your comment in a color so that I can see it. Y'all, guess what? She did the full intro. I remembered it. It just came back to me. It only took me 4 weeks. It only took me 4 weeks for the full intro. I remembered it. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so let's get the party started. So get the party started at the function, you know, because I'm from LA. Let's start with our first couple, and I want to start with, let's just go on ahead and start with the OGs, the Jenny and the Sumit. The Jenny and the Sumit. I am so happy for them. They make me so happy. I just want to rub my feet together. To me, they are a quintessential, like just top tier 90 Day Fiance couple. There's not a lot of drama surrounding them. They actually love each other. They've still been together after copious seasons on this show. Like, first, she was on 90 Day Fiance, or maybe she was on before the 90 days. I don't know. And then they were on Happily Ever After. And then this is like their second The Other Way. Okay. So much. And don't worry, they gave us a rundown of what happened. And I'm going to give you a rundown what happened in their lives. So starting with this, Sumit is getting a haircut, child. Okay. He's in the streets. Okay, of New Delhi, getting a good old haircut. The man is like doing this and like scrubbing here, and then putting this on his face, giving him a scalp rub, and it just goes to show you that you can get quality service anywhere in a lot of countries, just on the street, minding your own business. Okay, so then we've got Jenny, who has done some kind of hint of something with her hair. I mean, it's no longer blonde. I think that, maybe the services for making your hair blonde in India are not as maybe financially it's probably easier for her to go darker in India. I don't know the ladies that specialize in like a blonde balayage or whatever it is that folks do with their hair. So she had to adapt to her surroundings and she went dark. I'm assuming it's henna. Does it suit? If you are into that kind of thing. And I don't think it suits her as much as we would like for it to suit her. I think the blonde looks the best on her, but there it is. And so then all of a sudden she's there having that interaction with him. And then we see his mother, who actually is supportive of their relationship now and has a good relationship with Jenny. And I loved it. This has been a full circle moment for those of us who have watched the journey of Jenny and Sumit. The immaculate, they are one of the perfect 90 Day Fiance couples. I'm gonna tell you right now. Maybe I should do like a perfect 90 day couple like roundup one day. Okay, so mom wants Sumit to cut his hair. Jenny does not. I think he looks good with it. I think men in general look better with longer hair and a mustache, maybe, or a full beard. Now, maybe if he wanted to cut it and do something cool, but as long as he keeps the mustache, he's fine. Because we saw his brother and we're like, brother, can you please get a facial hair? We're not interested in men without facial hair, at least me. So they met in 2011 and they've been together for 15 years total. In the beginning of their relationship, Jenny moved to India only to find out that Sumit had already been married. He had been forced into an arranged marriage by his family and then forcibly dragged out of his home with Jenny once they found out that he had moved on and was living with, in the words of his mother, a grandmother. And the grandmother fought it. The mother was like, they're going to make fun of us. They're going to make fun of you. This is such a disgrace to the family. It took her so long to come around to liking Jenny. So they got married in secret. And then he was disowned by his parents. And there was it was a really tough situation for Sumit. He was crying on TV, and we've all felt for him. We knew he had lied, but like, we knew he had lied, and he'd been lying, but we still really like, my heart went out to him. So we pick up now where they have been in this great apartment for 6 months, but Sumit has lost his job. I assume when he was the alias Michael Jones and he was working at a call center, he has lost his job. What job that is, how he lost it, and why he lost it, I don't know. I'm like, don't you know this is famous Sumit from 90 Day Fiance? Sumit is famous in the US. How dare you fire him? How dare you fire Sumit, famous Sumit in the US of A? So he says that they're going to a financial crisis. I was like, crisis? Is it a crisis, Sumit? Is that what you want to call it? A crisis? So they now have to move in with his parents, and Sumit loves it, which makes me think, Sumit, you just want to move back with your mommy and daddy because that's culturally what you're supposed to do. So in Indian culture, traditionally, maybe not going forward or whatever, but traditionally, the boys don't leave the home. The daughters come and move into the boys' home. The girls will leave home. If you have daughters, your daughters will leave and they will go to be with the men and men's family. And the daughters come in and they will all live in one house as one family, and they perform the duties of a wife and daughter-in-law, which is to work with their mother-in-law to keep the house clean, to keep the food cooked. And honestly, I really think that it is kind of built in so that the mother can pass on into old age with someone there to assist her. Okay, because then all of a sudden she becomes the queen of the castle, and she now gets to move the daughters-in-laws to and fro and tell them what to do. And let me tell you, Sumit's mother is ready for that role. Okay. She has been sitting on her high tuft pillow, and she's been for sure telling Shri what to do. And Shri is Sumit's sister-in-law, his brother's wife. Okay. So Jenny is not used to living with parents. Jenny has been a parent. Jenny is a grandparent. She don't want to be told what to do. And she knows that the mother has rules. And really, the rules is that you clean up after yourself. And Jenny's like, I cook when I want, I eat when I want, I do what I want. And Jenny's 67 years old, but I just think there's a part of me that feels like, why can't Jenny just acclimate? Like, there's a part of me that's like, Jenny, you married into this culture, into this family, into this lifestyle. If you don't help that lady out, now I think the problem is because Jenny's older than that lady. I imagine Sumit's mother is late 50s, if that. I mean, she's not in her 40s. I'd say she's late 50, early 60s. I know Jenny's older than her. She has to be. Sumit's mother is not older than Jenny, and they're not the same age. And so I think Jenny's like, listen, I already been there, done that, had them kids, okay? I want to live my life peacefully. But in this situation, she can't. She's a daughter-in-law. She's expected to cook. She's expected to clean. She's expected to make tea. And the way they talk about making tea, I'm like, is it that hard? Is it that hard to just make tea and serve it? I feel like if my whole life was taken care of and all I had to do was clean and cook, now I'm not changing no bedpans. She's not changing anybody's bedpans. Is she changing sheets? Now, let me tell you right now, I'm not changing no sheets. You won't change your own sheets. You sleep in that bed, you got hands, you won't change those sheets. Now, is she hand washing the clothes? Is she hand washing the laundry? Maybe. I need to know all the duties of a daughter-in-law. I need to know. I need to know. But yeah, I'm happy for them in the fact that they're all one big happy family, and Sumit is over the moon, and Jenny's like side-eyeing him the whole time. So Jenny and Sumit have to go off and hang out with the brother-in-law and sister-in-law. And the sister-in-law is, girl, let me tell you what happened. Okay. Let me tell you what this mom did to me. Okay. So they split off into separate ways. So Jenny and Shri go off to look for kitchen items, and the boys go out and do whatever. Also, I forgot to tell you that Shri has a son. He's about 3 years old, and he is the most comfortable looking child I've ever seen in my life. They are carrying that boy. He don't want for nothing. Okay. He's the prince of the castle. So, Shri wants to tell Jenny the tea. She like, girl, let me tell you what this lady did to me. We were cool, and I was the favorite daughter-in-law because I wasn't you, because I was of age and Indian and understood the culture and the language. So I was the favorite daughter-in-law. But then I moved in there, and one day she had the audacity to swill the spit in her mouth to tell me that I wasn't working enough, that I didn't do anything for this family. After all the meals and tea that I made, She gonna tell me that I didn't really do anything for this family. So I said, oh, guess what? You want to see what me not working looks like? Oh, I won't work. I won't work then. And so she didn't. Jenny's like, oh no, what am I walking into? And then we cut over to Sumit and his brother. And his brother was like, look, y'all better come into this house and add something to it. Shri better not have two more people that she needs to take care of. And Sumit's like, well, Jenny, she needs time to adjust. And he's like, no, Jenny sleeps in. She need to get her ass up. She need to get her ass up and get in the kitchen at 5 a.m. and start cooking the breakfast like Shri does. That's what's expected of her. I understand that she's older than our mother, but she chose to be an Indian housewife. She chose this life. Okay. And if I were Jenny, I would be like, hey, I cannot get up at 5, but I do have a pension. How much money do I need to pay so that I could just get up and start working at 9? And then when she gets that figure, she needs to look to Shri and be like, Shri, how much I got to give you to make the morning tea and make the breakfast? Because I can't be ready to do anything until this chai is not enough. If you want me up at 5, I'm gonna need some coffee and a strong coffee. Okay. So that's what I want Jenny to do instead of trying to fight it or whatever. So basically the brother-in-law is like, Jenny needs to step the fuck up. I don't listen, she needs to step up. We don't have time for her and her nonsense. So Sumit is living his dream and he gets to live with his family and he's so excited. His brother's like, y'all have been living on your own for 5 years. 5 solid years of peace and serenity living on your own. You don't know what it's like to live under the watchful eye of our mother. So he's like, so Jenny better hold her own because Shri's already having problems with our mom, and I don't need Jenny to come and add any more stress to the situation because Shri used to be the favorite daughter-in-law, and now Jenny is the favorite daughter-in-law. So Sumit is optimistic, and he says that his mom is not that bad, but Jenny is not sure about it. Jenny's like, So Sumit is like, you should cook a meal. You should cook a meal for the family to show that you are really about that daughter-in-law life. And she's like, oh, I don't even want to cook for you. I don't even want to cook for me. Like, I just want to go on the street and get me a little tandoori, little tandoori chicken, okay, a little chana masala from the man on the corner. I don't want to cook it. And so they get to the house and they sit down and he's so excited. They're sitting in like outside lawn chairs in the house and he's like got his legs all curled up in the seat, feet showing, just a lot of feet, Sumit feet. And he's like, we're home. And Jenny's like, sitting on her little plastic lawn chair. And then the movers get there. And let me tell you about these movers. Okay? I'm talking about back-breaking work. They don't play no games. They were like, how are we going to get... It's like, it was literally the old-timey videos you see of people trying to get a piano into like a 5th-story walk-up. They are using ropes and pulleys and their backs and help and all kinds of stuff to get all this shit into the house. And I'm like, how big is this house? Is it it looks like an apartment. And then they start to go through Jenny's stuff and Jenny can't handle it. I don't know why Jenny doesn't say like, hey, stop going through my stuff. Or why didn't Jenny know that they were planning on filming a scene where they were going to go through her stuff and then provide the boxes that she was okay with them going through. They go through and they find her bottle of rum. And the mother's like, what do you need this for? She's like, for my headache. For my headache, or when I get a headache and I need a shot of rum. And Sumit is like, why didn't you hide the rum? And so the mother pretends to break it, going through the stuff, talking like, oh, Jenny, you can't fit this anymore. Shri, this is for you now. Jenny is pissed. She's like, I've had these clothes for a long time. I was like, Jenny, you still have clothes that you wore in the US? Girl, if you don't throw that shit away and just continue wearing your beautiful saris, there is nothing that she brought from the US that she currently needs. Like there is nothing that she needs. Don't tell her shit away, girl. It's too much. So anyways, she's upset because they're going through. So she's like, "Get out of my stuff." You know how Jenny talks. Summer, get out of. Tell your mom to get out of my stuff, Summer. Oh no, I'm nervous, Reed. Don't make me nervous. Summer, get out of my stuff. Hmm. So we end their segment with Jenny being annoyed, as she should be. Okay, let's move on to Medellin. And I don't remember that boy's name, but he's a fool and she gets on my nerves. Medellin. So she's from Colombia. She's actually from Medellin. I feel like her name and the name of the place that she's from, which is like Escobar, Escobar, Colombia, is where she's from. And she's 20 years old. And she's like, I have been doing the Fiance for 2 seasons now, and I have won so much, and I like to win so that I show everybody how beautiful I am, and everyone say, "Look at her, she's so beautiful." I love doing the Fiance. I love the Fiance. Fiance are for me. And we're like, okay, girl. I mean, her English is getting better. This is now the 3rd season we've seen them. Maybe 2nd? Feels like the 3rd. And she's with this fool. I can't remember what his name is, but we find out that his father is Australian later on. And I'm like, come again, Aussie? The dingo ate your baby? Like, speak again, sir. Anyways, so she wants to show the world that you can be a beautiful woman with brains. And I said, who are we talking about? Also, what is happening with your beauty business? Remember, she was going to have a beauty business if you watched her from the last season. So she's practicing her dancing with Luke. That's his name. She's practicing her dancing with Luke because they're going to get married. And she is telling him that he's doing a terrible job. And then we see him. I don't know where he's at, but is that his white fluffy rug? I mean, he's wearing like a cap toe monk strap, which I thought was really cute. And apparently she didn't like it. She doesn't like that the shoe is brown. She wants him to get a different color shoe, but she says that he's dancing terribly. And then he tells us that he lives in the hills of North Los Angeles. And then we see his Chiron say it's like Fraser Hills or like something hills, and I've never heard of it. So I feel like it must be in the valley. The hills north of Los Angeles, the hills north of Los Angeles is either the Hollywood Hills or it is like Topeka Canyon them, or like are you talking about the San Gabriel Mountains? Like what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Chris 818 baby. Hey. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? Anyways, before I move on, it's 28 people in the room. Go on ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if at all I'm giving you the hee hee ha ha's, you can see down below. If you want to tip your girl, please do so. You could do a super chat, whatever you want to do, whatever you can do. It's always appreciated. So it was hilarious that he called it the hills north of Los Angeles. Them is a lot of hills. What hills is you talking about? San Gabriel Valley for life, you know what I mean? Just like doing the most. So they met 2 years ago, and that's when he was in a boys trip in Colombia, and they met on the app, and he was so excited. So 2 years ago, she's 20, so she was 18. This is why it was always weird, because he met her when she was 18 years old, and he is in his late 20s, if not early 30s. And so it was just in the beginning, I was like, girl, this is too much. You're too much. He's too much. He was wearing too much gold. He's all about being flashy, but he doesn't have money. And we find out later that he's in a mountain of debt because he doesn't want to pick a lane and stick with it until he at least can get himself out of debt. And then he's like, I got her name tattooed very close to my penis after 3 months. And I was like, Luke, we already know who you are. Why are you doing the most? This is season 1 behavior. A tattoo close to your penis? No, you didn't. You got it on your lower belly and we see it. We saw it. It's why would you say that? Why would you say that? Close to your penis? To me, close to your penis is on your inner thigh. Close to your penis is a place that I can't see. But then you see a picture of Venice in his lower belly, guys. Why is he lying? I don't like it. Why would you say that? Anyways, so he says that he proposed to her after 9 months. Um he thinks that she is the voice of reason for him, that he is just like kind of like doing stuff, and she's like, yeah, she does try to run him about and tell him what to do, but he likes it because she is a good voice of reason. And I'm just like, you picked a child, and that child is running you around. So at some point she tells the cameras or him that she wants to be dropped off in a helicopter, that for the wedding she's going to arrive in a helicopter. And he's like, we can't do that. And then she's like, because he's like, we don't have no money. And she was like, this is the one more important thing of my day of my life. Why can it not be the best? And the way that some people talk about their wedding day as though it is okay to just blow the bank on 24 hours of your life, for which you are sleeping for at least 8 to 12 of those hours. Like, if weddings aren't 3 days or 5 days the way they are in some cultures. So I don't understand why people just insist on acting like they need to spend $100 million on one day just for them to feel like a princess or feel like a king or whatever that is. It is just too crazy to me. So he initially had planned on moving to Colombia, but he couldn't because he was in a mountain of debt, and it just didn't make any sense for him to do so because he would have moved there without any money. And so she's done waiting for him to move to Medellin and really wants him to come there. And so he's like, okay, this is it. I'm going to do it. And he's like, I just don't have the money to move. Like, I just really don't, but he's going to do it. They're getting married in either 3 months or 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks. I wrote down months, but that doesn't seem right. So we all know that he has a sunglass and jewelry business that he's put a lot of money into, and it's not turning a profit yet. And so he then has decided, because he came upon this great deal and proposition, that he was going to buy land 2 hours outside of Medellin to make it into a luxury hotel. He's already in debt for the jewelry, but now he wants a luxury hotel. What he does in his day job is he is a mining engineer. I hope that he can take that and learn some Spanish. Like, also, does he know Spanish? What's the last 4 digits of your Venmo? I don't know. Does he know Spanish? Because how are you gonna move to Colombia? Is he gonna just depend on her to do everything? It just feels like a lot. It just feels like a lot. This is my Venmo. It's Wahima Lino. Last 4 digits. Last 4 digits of what? My telephone number? You want me to put the last 4 digits of my telephone number out here in the world? Like, yeah, I can't. I don't know that I could tell the world the last 4 digits of my telephone number. I just email me and I'll tell it to you in an email. Email me at just call me Wa or Wahimalino. Let me see. What is it? I got it. I did get a tech thing. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for the Cash App. Thank you, Michelle, for the Cash App. Email me right now at justcallmewa@gmail.com or wahimalino@gmail.com, and I'll tell you that. There's something to tell you. I'm gonna tell you 64. Let me tell you. I can't get that information. I can't give it over the internet. Anyways, so email me and I'll continue to refresh and look, or tell me when you email and I'll look. So yeah, I just like, does he know Spanish? How can he, what is this hubris if this man gonna go to this country and then open up a whole business? Like, he's gonna have to do something. Thank you, Suman, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. And so then we cut to him and his dad. They go shopping. And his dad's a real Aussie mate. I mean, it was given like that face was tough as leather. I'm gonna tell you right now, that man's been in the sun, and he's a good businessman. And he's telling his son, "You're stupid. I don't care if you have an MBA, an NGA, a WAB. I don't give a darn what you have. You don't have the smarts. You just jump into anything, and you're very impulsive. Like, how is it that you bought?" Property because you think like, oh, it's the price was going to go or it was going to get snagged and I had to jump on it now. That feels like a fool's errand. Not a fool's errand. It feels like he was foolish. He did that. And then he's like, oh, I'm still in. I'm going to put the jewelry and sunglasses on the back burner for now so that I can focus. I'm like, you need to let that land sit. Don't come to anybody with any plans until your jewelry business starts to turn a profit so that you can take those profits and put it into this other endeavor. And still you need a 9 to 5 unless her beauty business is making it work. And the dad's like, listen, you have a wife now to take care of, and you're gonna have a wife to take care of very soon. Does she understand how broke you are? And he's like, she understands. And I'm like, there's no way that 20-year-old bebe understands what all she's going to have, like in debt she's incurring by marrying you. In my mind, I mean, he's $100,000 in debt at least, right? She now has to take on that $100,000 debt and help him to get out of it. And he's acting like she understands. I'm like, no, that's the reason why she's marrying you because she doesn't understand what a financial strain you are in life to her. He keeps saying it is what it is, and I'm like, it is not what it is. Mm-mm. It is. It's not. It is not. It is not what it is. Like, Chris, I just emailed you back. It is not what it is. Like, stop saying that. He just kept saying, well, it is what it is. I already put the money in there, so it is what it is. It is what it is. It's not what it is. It is what it is. It's not. Stop it, you silly, silly boy. Okay. So let's move on to another silly, silly youngie. And that silly, silly, silly youngie is our good friend Chloe. Chloe is 23 years old. She's from Boxford, Massachusetts. And let me tell you, her mother has the most Boston of Boston accents ever. I was like, is this the movie Townie or The Town or whatever? Where is Ben Affleck? Where is Matt Damon? Okay. Where are them people? Where are they? Because they need to come and sit down and talk to her. I was like, that's crazy. Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate it. Oh, this is Christian Gonzalez. You changed your name and your picture. You changed your name. Ah, Becca Kitty Meow Meow. I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Christian, you changed your name. So I didn't mean to call you out, but like I remember you on here as this name, not the name you have now. Unless it's the different Christian. Girl, I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much. So thank you. I appreciate it, you guys. I appreciate it. So it's just little silly little nothing. Okay. She's 23 years old. She has always been a good cheerleader for her entire life. She puts up a picture of herself as like a 5-year-old Tiara, Tots and Tiara situation. And she is like, this is me. This sums up my life. And I'm like, only a 23-year-old person would pull up a picture of them like dressed in some kind of Tots and Tiara situation and be like, this is my whole personality. You were 5. You can say I've been a bad B for a long time, but to look at your 5-year-old self and be like, this is my whole personality. No, 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 no. Do you hear that? Who is doing fireworks right now? Or are they shooting? Hold on, let me look. So nosy. It's fireworks. Oh, it's fireworks, guys. Target Field is having a little show. We are talking 90 Day Fiance, Lisa. Okay, don't get on here. I'm the only person that could be distracted by the fireworks that are happening right now. Yeah, Giselle, girl, where you been at? You don't follow me on the social medias. That's what it is. You tell on yourself, Giselle. You don't follow me on social media. You would know I had a cat. Girl, he famous. Gato went viral several times on Instagram. Gato went viral several times. Anyways, no, I'm not at home right now. I'm at a neighbor's house because my internet is going through scheduled maintenance. And they're gonna have scheduled maintenance tomorrow as well. So I just have to suffer. My neighbor's so lovely. I'm actually at Shay's house. So if you guys know who does 90 Day Fiance UK recaps for me for Docu Sweeties, that's Shay. And so I'm in her house right now. And she's allowing me to use her internets so I can talk to you. Okay. So, anyways, this bebe, Chloe, went on vacation with her mother to Aruba and she fell in love with this pirate named Johnny. Now, Johnny is a no good son of a nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a scamming ass scammer. I need to hear his voice. I want to hear how he sounds. You know that the white folks in Aruba are descendant of the Dutch. So it's like, does he have an accent? Like, what does he sound like? Is he sound Caribbean? I don't know. I don't know what Aruba, because let me tell you right now, I didn't know Aruba was Dutch. I don't know what the indigenous people of Aruba look like, but they don't look like him. He's a descendant of the colonizers, but I still want to know what he sounds like. And let me tell you that Chloe, this tan is too much. This tan and this blonde ass hair is too much. There is no dimension in this. It feels like she did it herself, even though I know she can afford to not doing it herself. And before she sat down in this picture, she did a flip. She did a flip. Let me tell you what, Target Phil is ruining my life. But anyways, so I mean, it's a lot. Like this baby is acting foolish. So she says that her mom has put everything into her life, and her mom and her are super best friends. And you know, they really did try to or they really did create a little like world together where it's just these two blonde baddies in the world making money and doing six figures. But she's leaving her six-figure job that was basically given to her via nepotism, which is the best kind of job you could have. And she's moving to Aruba to be with this pirate named Johnny. And I know her mom is like, well, I can't do anything to stop her, so I'm gonna let her go and fail, and then she'll come back. Because that's what I would think. I could try to fight her, but why fight her? We have the money for this mistake. We have the money for this mistake. So she can go ahead and go. Now she got a friend. The friend will come over and tell her, listen, Johnny ain't nothing but a boy who's trying to, just play with you. And he couldn't even be, he's I'm the captain now. He couldn't even be like faithful to her. He told her that he went on a boys trip to Florida, but the truth is that he took his girlfriend that he was in an open relationship with to Florida. So it's like, if you're in an open relationship with this girl, does the girl know about Chloe? Are you lying? Like, what is going on? What is going on? Why is this like so mixed and like got a lot of drama in it? He just looks like he's waiting to waste somebody's time, and he got all the time in the world to waste somebody's time. Look at this time waster. Does he look like he's just wasting time? And this poor foolish bebe is just falling right into it. But she's young. I mean, mistakes can be made as long as she don't get pregnant. That's fine. So then that friend who, okay, so she's a friend. That friend lives in the US, but lives 4.5 hours away. Drove in the snow 4.5 hours to get to Boxford to tell Chloe, no, don't be with Johnny. He is a fuckboy. He is just going to chew you up and spit you out. You're not prepared for him. I'm not going to yell over these fireworks. Oh, you can't hear the fireworks? Oh, great. That's what, Sounds like it is going off. They're having a great time. Okay. So, anyways, this girl who drove 4 hours is married to Johnny's friend. Somebody who lived across the street from Johnny. And this girl is like, I know I married somebody from Aruba, so I'm not a great example, but Johnny is definitely not the one. I was like, girl, is it because Johnny doesn't want to move to the US that you think that he's less than your husband? Your husband looked like he's trying to get off the island too. I want to see her husband. I want to see it. I want to see it. Or this is just a ploy. It's just weird. It's a weird segment to add to this because she drove all the way over just to tell her that girl not to do it. Girl, if your mama's letting you do it, then just go ahead and do it. So anyways, he was in an open relationship. I wonder how he's gonna feel being in a closed relationship with Chloe. Like it just feels like a lot. It feels like a lot, and I just have to watch it unfold and take it for the nonsense that it is. This is a nonsense one. This isn't one where I'm like, oh my god, I hope they stay together. This is nonsense. Chloe's gonna be foolish. Johnny's gonna get on my nerves, and so I'm just gonna put it out there right now. Put it out there right now. All right, let's move on to what I feel is the best couple so far that we've seen. Because don't forget, this is only 4 couples, right? We're gonna see 4 more. I think there's or 2 more. There's 6 in total, I believe, in 90 Day Fiance. The other way. Yeah. All right. So the next person we're gonna meet is Manon. Manon. Which I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never heard that name until just now, and I was actually really it's cute. So Manon is a plus size model from France. She grew up in France, and she moved to the U.S. because she hated the way the French and her culture treated plus size people. That she says that when she was growing up, she was made fun of blatantly out loud, and I was like, girl, that happens here. You know what I mean? Like fat phobia and fat shaming is a real thing here too, but I guess it's not as prevalent or as negative, you know, because this is a big ass country. There's a lot of different places you can be in this country. There's a lot of different acceptance levels of different things. And maybe in France, it's all about the skinny girl. And if you are bigger, how dare you wear bright colors? And so she is like, I hated everything that France and it was and made me feel. So I moved to the US to get away from that. And when I came to the US, was I poor? Yes. But did I hit the ground running? Absolutely. This is a workaholic, a woman who loves to work, has businesses. She actually has an agency, which I'm like, what kind of agency? A model agency? Social media. And she also works in corporate America. She felt very, very judged in France, and she came to the U.S. and just like I never left. She was like, "No, I'm not leaving." She ended up meeting a wonderful man from Corona, California, which is in the IE where my family's from, and they've been married for 3 years. She's an executive director for something, and or for social media. I'm not sure. No details were really provided. And her husband Anthony is a stay-at-home dad, and she's all about the work, to the point where she is overwhelmed and overworked. And she ended up. They were having marital problems because she had a baby, and he was a stay-at-home dad. And she felt like she wasn't giving everything to her child, and her child was more leaning towards the dad. Now, there's a lot of problematic themes with Manon and her and him. I think this idea that she's not, and I don't know if he plays into it, so I won't say it, but I feel like she believes that she needs to be the type of mother who does everything. And I said to myself, if you were a man, this would never be an issue. If you were a man, you would let your partner take care of that baby and not think twice about it. You would get your cuddle times when you got your cuddle times with that baby, and you would move on about your business. But she really does desire to have that connectivity and wants the baby to run and say mama to her and love her and hold on her. And we even see a scene where she comes out from a business meeting and you know, the baby's like, no, I want to stay with dada and play. And he doesn't say this, he doesn't speak English, or any he doesn't speak. But she feels bad about that, and I want to be like, I don't mind telling her not to feel bad, but some of the things that she said made me think that thank you so much, Sharoon, thank you for the super chat, super sticker, just made me feel like, girl, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. Like maybe these are the formative years, but you have the most earning potential. He was in security. Can someone explain to me what security is? Is it cybersecurity? Is it physical security? What kind of security was this man doing? It obviously wasn't the kind of security that made their life secure because he chose to be a stay-at-home dad because they said that, daycare was wildly expensive, which it is, but he chose to be a stay-at-home dad because she had the most earning potential, and I don't think anything's wrong with that, and I feel bad that she feels guilty for not being this, like, super mom that I guess she thinks she wants to be or feels like she's supposed to be, and they both started feeling resentful for each other, and I don't want that for them because it felt like their love was fast. Like, they met each other, they fell in love, they moved in a month later, and then after a month or 6 months, they got engaged, and then 7 months after that, they eloped and got married, and then they bought a house and they had a baby. So they did a lot in 3 years. And yes, is it fast? Absolutely. But are they two grown ass people making choices for themselves? 100%. And now they're at the place where they do need to slow down and they just need to figure it out. And so he suggested that they move to France so that they could have a better, like, quality of life. Because as we know, the Europeans know how to relax. They know how to relax. There are things built into the infrastructure of their community and culture and country that allow them to relax more. And those things just are not built into the US ideal. It's capitalism here. Capitalism is king, and we work, work, work until we run ourselves in the ground. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm about to work my butt off in September. I already explained to some of y'all about what I'm going through financially, and I'm about to work my butt off in September. Okay. I'm about to work 10-hour shifts, slanging some beverages, trying to make this money so that I can get myself ahead and do what I gotta do. So, like, yeah. If I give you the hee hee ha ha's and you wanna give your girl a tip, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Christian. You can do so with the methods down below. And so I get that. And I get the want to slow down and be more with your family, especially if someone that you fell in love with, you feel like you guys might be burning out and burning out very quickly. So she's meeting with her girls, right? And these fabulous women, she has to tell them that she's going to move to France in a couple of weeks. And her one friend is like, "Girl, you're the most American person I know. And, how are you going to do that? You love LA. You love the go, go, go of LA. You love the positive body positivity of the US. Like, you love it here. How are you going to live there?" And she's like, "Well, I'm losing my family and I don't want to lose my family." And also, she doesn't want to go home because France is still going to be judgmental to her. She says that one day she went home with her and her husband Anthony, and her grandfather looked at her and was like, "How did a girl like you get a guy like him?" And then I see a picture of him and I'm like, he ain't no prize. He looks like some, like, ex-hipster. If you don't cut that mustache or let the whole thing grow in, that boy need to get out of my face. I'm like, how could you ever look at Manon and tell me that she should be grateful that what? Just because he's skinny? He works in security. And again, I ask, security what? What kind of security job is so good that he or is not, like, what kind of who is he securing? I need to know more about Anthony. Who is he securing? If his job as a security person made less than her job, get out of my face. Get out of my face immediately. What is he securing? These are my questions. That terrible ass mustache. And so she just feels a lot of resentment towards her actual family. And now they have to go move in with her family. It's not like she's moving to France. She's moving in with her mom and dad. The people who never supported her body wise and made fun of her and let people talk down to her and had this really negative idea of that. Like, it's just too much. He left his job in security. Then you wasn't making a lot of money then. Now let's talk about the money. So what makes their dynamic interesting is that she is somebody who's been poor and who always wants more. Always. That's me. And she has married a man who is just okay with surviving. And I'm going to tell you that I don't know that I would just be okay with surviving. I don't know that I would just be okay with surviving. I want to go on vacations. I want to buy the things I want to buy. She's like, "I'm not a materialistic crazy person, okay? I just want to be comfortable." And with being comfortable means that I work and so that I eventually can retire and do what I want to do. Like, I am like, I understand her so much, and she's with somebody who is okay with being comfortable with and strives towards comfort and is not going to really work that hard and is just going to do what they have to do. I wonder if he has some kind of family money. I mean, he's one of 3 kids, it seems like, so maybe he doesn't. But like that he's not ambitious enough for me, and that's one of my things. Okay? I need somebody who's financially fit. I'm not saying rich, but understands how finance works and is comfortable and wants to be comfortable. I need somebody that's ambitious. And that goes along with the financially fit. I need somebody who is has good hygiene. Mhm. 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 Those are my top 3. Financially fit, ambitious, and good hygiene, knows how to clean themselves and presents well. Hygiene means that they present well as well. So it's like it's a lot. I get it. So they ended up, because they live in LA, being able to sell their house very quick. They ended up with a profit of 88K. They went to sell the house. I mean the car. The car still has 27 on it. And I was like, why not take it to CarMax? Take it to CarMax and see what CarMax will give you. Because CarMax actually paid my car off. I had a Toyota Corolla, but CarMax actually gave me enough money to pay my car off, and then I got 5K at the end. So like, take that shit to CarMax and see what they do. See what they do. And so she just has standards that she wants to maintain, and she calls it him Delulu, like that he thinks that they're just gonna do well. He's like, we got 70K, we're gonna go to France, it's gonna be fine. And she's like, we're not gonna be fine with 70K in France. And he's like, we're living with your parents, it'll be fine. She's like, no, that money's gonna be gone in a second. I don't want to live in a little like 1-room shack. I want to have a nice house. And I'm like, why doesn't he believe her that she knows what it takes to live in France? What it takes to live, like, especially if she's going to France and not gonna work. They're gonna swap. He's gonna work in France. And the man don't speak no French. The man don't speak a French. And he's gonna go to France and what? Do security in France? Pardon, mademoiselle. Pardon. C'est la vie. Je suis ma madame. Mademoiselle. I don't even know how to say stop. Does he know how to say stop? Does he know to say, "Hey man, put that back. I saw you put that in your purse"? What does he do? He don't even speak no French. And he think he can go over there and make money in France with no ambition? What's he gonna do? Sail the gondolas down the river? Is there a river in France? I don't know. Or like a canal in France? I don't know. Like, what does that man think that he's about to do in France? So she's like, "Oh, we need a lot of money because you don't got no earning potential." And if I'm gonna be the mom that I want to be and be a stay-at-home mom, and this is where I think that there's foolishness. There is foolishness because she doesn't understand that I think in their relationship that she's the gardener and he's the flower. In their relationship, he's meant to be the stay-at-home dad. Maybe he can work part-time. Maybe she could work part-time. Maybe they could both work part-time. But I think that she is the one with the highest earning potential. She is the go-getter. She is the masculine one. And I'm saying nothing wrong with it. And I'm not saying she's masculine. I'm just saying in this dynamic that they have, she is the one who is going to be the earner. And he's not. And you cannot expect someone who's not an earner to then go into the workforce and make the type of money that you want them to make doing whatever kind of security he's doing, to the point where he quit his security job, not in cybersecurity or the security that makes a lot of money. Because there are security people who make a lot of money. But he ain't that, because he wouldn't have quit his gig so that she could work if he was making a lot of money in security. And he's somebody that just wants to chill and coast and wants to work for the rest of their lives and live off of $10 a day. That can't be me, girl. I open my eyes and money is spent. I sometimes roll over and I'm on TikTok Shop, which is why I'm in the trouble I'm in TikTok Shop. And then things get mailed to me. I'm like, when did I buy this? Because I rolled over in my sleep and I just was like scrolling and somebody was like, oh, and I was like, oh. Yes, I'll buy this makeup palette. I'm tell you right now, you know what I want from the TikTok shop? I'm not gonna buy it because I can't afford it. I want the Lord of the Rings makeup palette. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. You know what I want? The entire Wednesday Addams line of NYX Cosmetic. Don't let the cosmetics have a theme. Don't let it have a theme. Don't let it have a movie theme. I want it all. so like I understand my loan, which is why I need to have 3-4 jobs, which is why I'm in the club on the weekends. Okay, you dancing in drag, out of drag, whatever, on the weekends. Okay, that's why I'm bartending during the day on some days. That's why I still go to that funky ass corporate work, even though I just went back last week. This is my second week back. You know what I mean? Anything. I want to hear. Listen, tell me what shows to watch. Tell me what shows to watch on YouTube. I can get a Google check monthly. Okay? I'll bartend for tips. I'll dance for tips. I'll hee hee ha-has for tips. Super chats. I should re-able the super chat. So Heather, a controversial take. I find the French woman so unlikable. She's dealing with common themes I have empathy for, but her way of communicating with her husband rubs me the wrong way. Oh, girl. Girl. What does this mean? I'm American. My dad's Belizean. Actually, my dad's Guatemalan. Culturally Belize. Anyways, tell me what that means and I'll respond to you. Okay. So, anyways, now what they're doing, he says that the focus on finance is tearing them apart. And I'm like, you don't focus enough on finances, sir. Okay, let me get up out of Jay's house. It's 9:06. Okay. So they are having his family over to tell them that they have sold the house and that they're moving to France. So they're cutting up a baguette. And he's like, why don't we just rip it? She's like, if you don't cut up this baguette for the charcuterie board, and it's charcuterie. And so his sister, his brother-in-law, his brother, who looks like he hasn't left the nest yet, come over to the house, and his parents. And she's like, I think they'll hate me because I'm taking away their son and their only grandson away. And I'm like, that's your baby. You can take that baby wherever you want to go. And so then they're like, hey guys, so this was happening. We're going to France. Now, before the family gets there, they make a point to understand that they're going to be on the same page, that they're going to come to this union as one. They're going to come to this conversation with his family as one unit. And they do that. And I think it's kind of lovely. The mother says, so his first words are going to be in French. His as his mother's first words were in French. In fact, I'm pretty sure his mother speaks French to him. So who's to say that his first words weren't going to be in French anyway? Sometimes Americans should be so dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what's wrong with that baby's first words being French? So his first words are going to be French, as though like English is just like, these Americans make me sad to be American. They really do sometimes. French women are not at all like that. Manon is not a representation of French women. What? Oh, are you responding to the way what Irene said? Listen, I think it's so stupid that mother said that. And I'm like, you need to get away from these dumb people. You need to get away from these dumb people because it is really important that baby is bilingual. It is really important that baby speaks another language. It is important for most children to be able to do so. It is a valuable skill to speak more than one language. And I think it helps with a lot of things, for once, with tolerance and also not saying dumb things. Like, oh, so his first words won't be in English. Like, what? What? Some folks be so caught up in Americanness and shit. It's so baffling to me. It's baffling to me. His father speaks English. His first words will probably be a combination. It'll probably be oui, yes, maman, papa. Like, get out of here. You know how many French words we use in English? Get away from me. It's too much. Thanks, Chris. Have a good night. I'll probably be gone by the time you come back. Get away from me. It's too much. Yeah, multilingual because they're trying to discern whether or not it's English or like what they're trying to discern like what languages are what. They speak a combination. Get away from me. So, anyways, here's the part I need to get to so I can get up out of Shay's house. So then the sister is like, "Well, I just hope that is this the right move, based on the problems you've been having?" And Manon is like, "Okay, she's about to just like tell the business because Manon and her had a what I would consider a confidential sister-in-law conversation." And I think it didn't rub her well, the sister. She was like, "Are you talking about her brother?" And instead of her keeping that to herself and honoring that sisterhood, she chooses not to in front of the entire family. She basically tells Manon, "You told me that being with my brother makes you feel dead inside. And now you're telling me that you want to move to France with him. And I worry that you're going to just carry the problems you have to France." And Manon is like, and so is Anthony, "We are doing this because this is our effort to fix our family. We're doing this because we don't want to break up. We are both frustrated in this marriage. And we're doing it and we're going to a place where cost of living and quality of life is better. And that is why we are doing this. Do not try to put a wedge between us." And she's like, "I'm not trying to put a wedge between us, but she literally told me that she hates your guts and wishes that you would die and that she had never married you. So like, why are you trying to go to France with her?" And Manon is like, "Listen, I don't recall telling you that. I don't recall saying that I wanted a divorce. I did tell you some stuff, then that's how I was feeling. And maybe now I realize that you were not the audience to give that information to because you are now telling everybody in the entire world." And even Anthony's mom and Sarah's mother are like, "Yeah, maybe she told you that in confidence and it wasn't meant to be something that you should tell everybody." And she's like, "Well, I'm just saying, you guys are having marital problems. And obviously, me and my husband are perfect. This hipster sitting next to me is just as perfect as I think my brother is. And so it's just like, it feels like it's icky for you guys to move to France when you're just like putting lipstick on a pig. So you might as well just stay here and divorce and not take our only nephew grandson away from us." It is just, the sister is wild. The sister is wild for everything she said. And then when Manon is like, "I didn't mean to say that. And if I did say it," "Well, you just said, okay, well, don't talk over me. Get the fuck out my house." And I said, boom, blah, 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 blue. Sarah was wildly out of line. I mean, out of line. And I hope that when she watches this back and she realizes that the entire internet, the entire fandom of 90 Day Fiance is going to be talking about her, that she realizes that she made a mistake. Manon said, "Look, I'm tired of your ass. Get out of my house." And that's exactly what she needed to say because that sister really did cross the line. I just worry. Bitch, nobody asked you to worry. Don't worry about it. Are they asking you to pay for their flights to France? No? Don't worry about it. Girl, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Sister. Sister. You guys, this is my sister. Don't we look alike? Sister. Girl, sister, did you watch 90 Day Fiance the other way? Oh, are you on? Oh no, she's on YouTube. I was like, no, you don't. You don't. Have you been commenting this whole time, girl? What are you talking about? I just noticed. They don't tell me who's in the room. If you don't comment, I don't know you're in the room. Wait. Oh yeah, you did. You did up here. Okay, I see that. You're Belizean. I'm American. Let me tell you right now. I realized that I was American when I went to Belize. I was like, no, I'm a Belizean, I'm a true Belizean. And then I got there and I was like, oh no, I'm a Yankee gal. I'm a Yankee gal. I was like, I'm a Yankee gal. Like 100%, I was shown the error of my ways. I got around Shanae and them, and I was like, girl, what are you saying? What are you saying? Spivey is my sister's married name. We have the same dad. Her last name is Lino. Anyways, I had a Yankee gal. For sure. Anyways, girl, this is wild. Okay, let me get up out of Shay's house. So she can go to bed, because she gotta get over. That's how you say it. At a Yankee gal. Okay. You know what I said to myself yesterday? I was talking to Gato and I was like, left me alone. Left me alone, boy. Left me alone. Love you too, sister. I know it's late. I know it's late. Okay. All right, you guys. I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for joining me. Please join me next week. I will put it up. I most likely will do this on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. CST, as long as nothing is in my way. I actually put it on my calendar so that I have it as that. And I also will be going live talking about Love After Lockup on Mondays at 6 p.m. CST. So Love After Lockup on Monday, 6 p.m. CST, 90 Day Fiance the other way, 6 p.m. Tuesdays CST. And I'm really excited because I'm going to get some real special guests, and I think you'll like them, to do the show with me sometimes. Sometimes it's just me, sometimes with other people. So you'll get that treat. You guys, thank you for joining me. Hope you have a fantastic evening. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Okay. Bye. Jump in the line. Rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you.